Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. Last night, during my pre-episode live stream of the week 4 of The Bachelorette, we had breaking news that Madi Prewett said yes to boyfriend Grant Trout with regards to their engagement. Here they are. It's a People exclusive. And, of course, he granted her a wish, and that would be financial security. Hey, which is always good. If you can find love, and also it's, somebody whose father's worth over $1 billion. Hey, that's good. Follow me on Instagram. Not worth $1 billion, but we're slowly rising the ranks as I rise to prominence on Instagram at DNeals, and I'm also on Patreon at patreon.com/Dave Neal. Hey, chances are, if you're watching this video, you want to know all about their proposal. Well, guess what? I'm going to share that with you guys right now. But also, I've released just on the Patreon a story about my proposal. As you guys know, I'm getting married in about 73 days. Or just it could just fracture. I've heard of diamonds that they're strong, but they can have faults that weren't. Anyway,
even diamonds have bad days. Come on.
So we talk about the wedding ring, the engagement, and again, here's another exclusive. This is the moment after I proposed in Thailand. I mean, the moment after. She had just said yes. We're a hot mess. Sunrise. There we are.
Hello from Thailand.
Best part of this video, I think, is the hug right here. It's off camera. You can't really see what's going on. It's a good hug. That's a long relationship right there. We had been dating for about 5+ years at that point. This was 145 weeks ago. We got engaged right before the pandemic. We were going to take our time, and then the pandemic happened. And, of course, respectfully, we decided not to get married while, there could be any extra sort of super spreading. But speaking of super spreading, let's get into this story. Bachelor alum Madi Prewett is engaged to boyfriend Grant Trout. Definitely worth the wait. So, by the way, if you want to go watch that video, go to patreon.com/Dave Neal. I'm also doing a live stream at noon today where I'm going to unbox my wedding suit, which just came in the mail. So I'm going to try that on for the first time. Let's see how many wrinkles it has. Grant proposed to Bachelor alum Madi Prewett on Sunday at the Breakers Hotel in Palm Beach, Florida. There they are. And of course, People exclusive. Now, hold on a second. I'm not saying she was expecting to be proposed to, but I am saying she wore a long silk-like looking proposal wedding dress type thing. So I'm not, again, her nails were done as they're, the eyeliner goop is in, the whole thing's ready to go. I'm not saying, so obviously, look, hey, I get it. People Magazine probably paid him $20,000. All right. If you're going to take the photos, make sure People Magazine, they maybe not 20,000. I don't know. These photos used to be worth a hell of a lot more, but I don't know how big of a deal you can get here. Like, I don't know what their celebrity level is at, but either way, might as well make a few bucks off it. I would have, if I could have. I would have sold it to anybody. The Sun, anybody. National Enquirer, will somebody buy my wedding photo? Okay. But by the way, I will be sharing exclusive wedding content on the Patreon. I will monetize the shit out of that. The relationship milestone comes 8 months after their love story began. Now, some people might say, "Oh, that's so fast, 8 months." Let's remember, she went on The Bachelor, which people get engaged in 3 or 4 weeks. Of course, these types of relationships on The Bachelor, an engagement, I always say, is really just like a commitment ring on The Bachelor. It's like, all right, let's get engaged and see how we do in the real world. Versus, this is 8 months that they've been in the real world, and by real world, I mean whatever it's like to be the son of a billionaire. I don't know what that's like. I don't know what that real world is like with like a black Amex card. You know what I mean? I have no idea. Grant Trout, a 26-year-old speaker and minister to athletes in churches. Could you imagine him being a minister to athletes? He's like, listen, all you got to do if you want to be a good athlete is get the world's best trainers, have your dad buy you a basketball team, and just practice. That's all you got to do. All right. Am I bitter? No, come on. This is just your standard Tuesday cynicism. So there they are. He's a minister, pulled out all the stops to plan an extra special proposal at the Breakers Hotel. Grant was waiting for me and led me out to the beach where he had candles and flowers and a Bible with my new name on it. Prewett, 26, tells People exclusively. And the ring of my dreams. All right, she's 26, so she's not that young. I know, to be fair, last night I said I think when you get married young, it's not a great idea. But I still think of her as like a 22-year-old, you know what I mean? Or 23, you forget that people age, as we all do. So there they are, looking very good. And by the way, I'll read some more from this, but some of the comments I got in last night's video. Of course, we're going to have some people in it that didn't like my commentary. As you know, I have a way of with words where I kind of ruffle feathers within the Christian community, which I don't know. I mean, I was raised Catholic, if you guys didn't know that, and my family's pretty religious. So I don't know. I thought I was allowed to kind of poke fun at the hypocrisies that exist within the church. Dave, not trying to be cynical. That's how you've always been about Madison. Now today, a crack about the ring, the candles, saving yourself for marriage, ethical billionaires, just wish her luck and move on. First of all, I made fun of how large the diamond ring was. Okay, like, oh yeah, we're really cracking down on them. And of course the candles. No, of course. I think this is all fair game for us to tease. I can never understand why people can't take a joke when it comes to religion. We joke about all things. We joke about, look, they've been married, they've been dating for 8 months. Clearly, the idea of waiting till marriage is a part of proposing quickly. It's not like, there's going to be an ironclad prenup. His family's worth billions. They're going to have lawyers get involved, and then they're going to sign paperwork, and the paperwork's going to say, you are now husband and wife. And then God's going to be like, well, you can consume the marriage if and only if you gave her a Bible with your name and her name on it. And he's like, I did that. They're like, well, then you can go bang. You know what I mean? That's kind of how it works, I guess. I don't know. I'm not giving my fiance a Bible with her new name on it. She's keeping her name. I'm totally in support of that. I'm keeping my name. She's keeping her name. I understand we live in a weird time. I talk about this all the time with regards to like old traditions, like taking other people's name. I have no judgment towards any of that. For us, it's just like, we're both in Screen Actors Guild. You have your name that's attached to your business. So it's like, she's Tasha Courtney, I'm Dave Neal. That's it. That's who we are. Anyway, but no judgment for other people. It's just I think when you work in entertainment, it's a little different, especially in today's world. It's becoming a little different because you have your Instagram handles and things that come with you that I think changing your name must be a hassle. So she's going to be Madison Trout. Madison Trout. Okay. Smells fishy. I like it. Madison Trout. So there they are. He's got a nice pleat. The pleats are coming back in. Room for the boys. Like I said, everything looks great. I don't love the belt. That's just on me. Call me old-fashioned. I like a nice, brown leather belt there. Okay. Madison Prewett said, I had no idea the proposal was coming. Well, you were just hanging out with a, wedding dress on. But her future husband's plans changed multiple times before he settled on his final idea. It took him weeks to plan the beachside proposal, and he constantly met with Madison Prewett's family and friends to get it right. He actually was supposed to come with me and my friends to Florida, but he got sick and wasn't able to make it. I thought we were celebrating one of our friends' birthdays. I was told we were taking birthday pictures on the beach, and when I came down, my best friend led me into the bathroom where my mom and sisters were with the dress I wanted to get engaged in. Oh, okay. All right. The more we read, the more you know. There it is. Okay. Where's the thing? Hold on. I always want the button ready. All right. So the friends had the dress ready for her, the dress that she wanted to get engaged in. So at that point, she knew. She goes, in that moment, I knew. All right. Fans first came to know Madison, a speaker, writer, and social media influencer, as a contestant on Peter Weber's Bachelor season airing in 2020. Of course, her and Peter Weber couldn't be farther from the, complete opposites as far as like, people had wondered this, like, no offense to her morals, but like, why would you go on The Bachelor, a show where they pretty much having sex in the fantasy suites? We pretty much know this, that statistically, you probably have about a 50-50 shot of bumping Harrisons in the fantasy suite. You're pumping Palmers. That's what you're doing. You're rubbing your John on top of your little bong or whatever it's called. Now she's in a great place with Trout, and she's excited to see what the future holds. Or who holds the future, I should say. I have waited for this day my whole life. I'm so excited that it's finally here. He is everything I have prayed for, waited for, and dreamed of my whole life. He is definitely worth the wait. And you know what? Good for them. They obviously had some controversy when they announced their relationship. They shared photos, and one of the photos that they shared was them like holding like kids on a missionary trip, and people were like, oh, this is that whole like Christian thing where missionaries think they're going to save other cultures. Then they deleted the photo. It's like, welcome to the family, Grant. Like, this is what you get in the Bachelor world. But there she is. So, all right, I can buy that she didn't know about the wedding because of the dress. But ladies, what about the nails? I mean, the nails are on point. Does she just keep the nails like that all the time? I mean, maybe. As the two gear up to plan their special day, Madison Prewett says they plan on having a short engagement. Well, no kidding. Hey, how about let's go to Vegas and go bang? You know what I mean? The couple, in fact, already has some ideas in mind for their upcoming ceremony. We want the wedding to embody our bodies, embody our values and beliefs, and be the best celebration with all of our people. We want a chic and classy wedding. Madison adds, we are so excited to do it a life together. So there they are, folks. There they are. And of course, look, people are going to respond to this in different ways. Bachelor Nation.scoop, their audience isn't just going to be Madison fans. They might be a certain way, just so they can fork, said Megan. I bet they got married super quick so they can finally go to the boom boom room. So surprised in her white dress planned engagement. Absolutely killed me. So anyway, they didn't read the article like we did. So we know the facts. Someone says, I don't know. They seem like a PR couple to me. I don't buy the PR thing. Good for them. Can you know someone well enough in 8 months? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Sure. Is it battle tested? I mean, no, it's not. But they both have good incomes as like Christian minister influencers that they'll be perfectly fine. I think a lot of times with marriages, one of the main reasons they fail is financial reasons. Excuse me. So the fact that, that's not an issue with them, good-looking young couple, yeah, we'll see how it goes. There it is. Do we have anything else to mention there? We just had some of the comments that I thought were funny from the last video of, people just saying like, someone said, I unsubscribed. So this Vivi Gal said, I unsubscribed and stopped watching his videos. And then they're commenting on the video. But I understand. People come and they go. Sometimes people don't like my thoughts. And my response to that was like, look, I'm not going to not talk about the things I want to talk about on my platform. I'm happy they're engaged. I'm not on their Instagram photos, making fun of the fact that she took money to model for Shein, the company that's got slave labor and, steals from other cultures and creators and all the horrible aspects of that company. Like, I'm not going to not talk about these things. I'm not going to not talk about how billionaires generally are not ethical, because in order to become a billionaire, you got to sort of, walk over people to the top. Like, look, those things just exist. I haven't gone through the books of his dad's company. I will say his dad did become a billionaire with new money, which I do respect. The idea that it wasn't just some long lineage of money passed down from the plantation era. I do respect that, but at the same time, it's okay. I don't know. I'm not a cynical person, but when I look at stories like this, I go, all right, okay. We're for me, there's no hero's journey here. That's all. That's my point of view. That doesn't stop you from believing in whatever you believe in and others from believing whatever they believe in. I don't know. Vivi says, thanks, Dave, because I responded. If it's a sensitive area, then I think it's best to consider that a joke may come across as disrespectful. I think it's healthy for people to agree to disagree, and respectfully, as we don't all have to see things the same way, which I do respect this person responding to me. Maybe they'll consider resubscribing. But listen, I can't operate my compass based on if I think something will be disrespectful to you. I try to be respectful in general, but if I feel like I'm going to make a crack at the Christian religion, that's what I'm going to do. And people might go, well then, Dave, why don't you make a crack at other religions? Look, listen, okay, we're going to fight the battle one day at a time. Let me know what you guys think. Lots of content to get into today. Going to be going live on the Patreon at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and also at noon Pacific time, I'm going to reveal what is in that box for the old wedding outfit. So lots to get to. We'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Can't wait to read the comments on this one. Bye, everybody.